Hello everyone, it's Jackie again, and we are here today. We gave you some deer medicine at the beginning of this video. We've had a lot of wildlife coming around. We had the bobcat, but we didn't get her on film. But the deer is particularly important to what we're talking about today because our word is fortitude, and the deer has this very special ability to have grace and courage and determination, you know, along with wisdom. And it's a very gentle kind of fortitude. So that was the medicine that came to us this week. And we really wanted to share it with you because it's so perfect for what we are experiencing here today in the world. So we have a lot of crew here today: St. Germain, Joel Call again, Karmic Board again, of course Mahay and T and others. So let's do our cosmic thrust, right? Whoops, cosmic thrust. So we're going to bring our energy together now. And remember, if you have it, go get it. If you don't, I'll just bring you in doing this, okay? So we're going to rub our hands together. Good. Bring it into the energy field. And cup your hands together. The best part. And when you bring this energy in, let yourself feel that connection to heaven and earth. Feel that connection. Let yourself feel the divine being that you are. Bring it in. And then as you bring that in, allow that energy to just fill that little bit more at your solar plexus, because that gives you that fortitude, that strength that we're going to talk about today. All right, here we are. So, because of where we are in transition, you know, as we said before, the fiercest lions are just before the gate. And we have a lot of stuff going on, in case you haven't noticed. I think we've all noticed. That are difficult, and even personal issues that are difficult. And you know, when I think of fortitude, I think of an analogy. If you've ever had a chronic illness, you know that when you have a chronic illness, you can't get mad, you can't be angry, you have to just be steadfast, but you also have to have this fortitude, the strength, the courage to know that you're going to come out better and bigger and wiser than you were before. And you just continue to go through the paces of whatever is being taught to you through that malady, whatever it is. So we gain fortitude from these negative circumstances because it brings that out in us. It allows us to feel the energy of our strength, allows us to know the energy of our strengths, to know and feel that divine connection as we are healing. And it's particularly appropriate because we, as the light seeds of this planet, are healing the planet through our vibration. Because the planet, you might think of it, has a chronic illness. It's called unconsciousness, right? So we are giving it the energy, the strength, the light that it needs to become aware and conscious, not the planet, but the people of the planet. Us, human beings, we human beings need to grow. And the majority of the people on this planet are unconscious. They suffer from the chronic illness of not knowing, of being unaware. And the only way that they become aware is through our fortitude, our desire, our ability to push that light, to bring that light, to make it available to absolutely everyone, bit by bit by bit. When I was a youngster, you know, I started talking about transition to people when I was 10 years old. And it sounded a little crazy back then. It doesn't sound so crazy now. I also talked about how the water wouldn't be fit to drink, and people thought that was crazy. You just turn on your tap, the water's great. Well, we know that's not true now. But we talked about how part of this time would be this breakdown of things in our society, in our social network, to wake us up. Because before that, we didn't know any better. Humanity has grown enormously since I was 10 years old. So we have known this time is coming, but we know that we go through these dark patches. We know that the Mother is showing us our bad behavior, right? So we learn. I remember when I was a youngster, you would see people throw their trash right out the window. When you went to a parking lot of a store, you had to be careful when you got out of the car, because usually people dumped their cigarette ashes on the pavement as if the Mother was a garbage can. Difficult to look at, difficult to see to my young eyes, but I also see that you don't have that anymore. That doesn't exist anymore. Now they threaten people in changing. You'll get a fine for littering, because a lot of people would still throw their ashes in the parking lot if they didn't have some, kickback. But the majority of people, I think, wouldn't think of throwing their trash on the pavement, not even close. None of you would think of doing that. And this is how we have been able to expand and to grow on this planet. And it has taken a fortitude, a strength, a courage to stay in the light through all of the crazies. And I know a lot of you have been having star childitis. It's running rampant among us. Please stay strong. We are getting this job done. I know it's hard to see the planet. I grew up in this world, on this planet, seeing all this aberrant energy, seeing all these humans behaving more like animals than the animals. But we grow. It is our quest. It is our job to move this planet with us to the light. She's going to go with or without you, right? So it's more important than ever to stay strong, to have the fortitude to know that you are the light. It is more important than ever to know that it is your job to continue to bring that light into humanity and shift the consciousness little by little. Now it seems to be greater by greater. But we have a lot of challenges ahead of us still, because we are close to the gates. So let's bring our energy in. And let's get that strength and fortitude from the Father energy today. So we're going to bring that light in. Remember, it's that golden, yummy, honey-like that just sticks to you, cuddles you in that light. It's a cozy, warm, wonderful feeling that you feel when that light comes into your energy from the Father, flows all the way down through your body, and this energy flows through the front of you mostly. And it goes down, and you want to make sure you fill your whole head, your brain, because we're all a little crazy, our eyes, so that we see the truth. Our nose, our mouth, our throat, so that we express that light in all that we are. So that through our eyes we shoot that light out through our eyes and out our fingers, so that we can spread the light through everything that we touch, and down into our core, into our heart, and into our lungs, so that our expression of who we are is clear. And bring it all the way down into your belly, into your tantien, into your hips. Ground you, make you stable. Good. And out into your thighs, knees. And remember, let's get those knees really well, because we feed the kidney, and that helps us if you have any fear. Just hit that with the light. And down into your legs, your feet, and into the earth to the mother. And she's like, yippee, you're here. And she grabs onto you. And you're like, oh, feels good. And you gather down into the grid of the earth, to the grid system, and crunch right onto that grid system of the mother. And then bring that energy in. Suck in that nurturing energy of the mother. Because it nourishes us to know and to be strong and to have the fortitude to do what we need to do in this time. We chose to be here now. We chose to do this job. And I think we're doing a great job. It's coming along. So now we'll bring it back up the back. Good. And back to the Father. And the Father brings it back down. And this is our strength, our courage. This is where we get that fortitude when we're like, it feels like too much. It's not too much. We can and are doing this job. You are doing a good job. And you are growing so much in this life by choosing to have this life here on earth in all of this crazy, crazy stuff. You are growing leaps and bounds. Your spirit wants you to do this. You want you to do this. So stay strong. Stay strong. Because you do have the strength. You do have the fortitude to do it. So bring that energy back down into the mother. Crunch on, bring it right back up again. And waterfall out the top of your head. And as we do that, we want to make sure we're in like a wonderful cocoon of light. This protects you. And it allows you in that cocoon of light, as you bring it through your first aura, and then your second aura, and your third aura, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Now you're in this cocoon of light, where that outer layer of your aura, you put a little more gold light on there. Make it nice and strong. Fortify it. So that now others can come along and munch that golden light. Because that gives you stamina. That gives you the ability to be strong enough to do your job and to understand what your job is in this lifetime. And sometimes it's nothing more than to be a light seed, which is a damn good job. And we wear this light cocoon. But what we also do in wearing that cocoon is we see in that golden reflection, like a movie screen, another person's plight, another person's dilemma. And we go, oh, wow, we understand. I might not agree. I don't have to agree, but I do understand. And that's what it gives us, an understanding of each of us and our choices and our journey. And what we have chosen to take us from unconscious to conscious. So you want to wear this 24/7 so that you can be the light seed. And in wearing this, it makes us not as judgmental. It's harder to be judgmental when you understand what another person is experiencing. So let's be the light. Let's be the light seed. Because we have the fortitude to get the job done. I love you all. Enjoy my dear video on the front. Patrick actually took that. And we will see you next week. I love you. Oh, I forgot. Be sure to like me and subscribe to me, of course, because as we all know, I'm socially needy. Bye-bye.